because having been in the solar industry myself for 15 years, I've seen a lot of companies go up and down. I mean, there's obviously the product companies on the panel inverter side and so on, where there's a lot of shifts that happen on technology that can bring a company up or down. But then there are a lot of companies on the integration side of the business in terms of building assets in the world. And I've seen a lot of residential or commercial focused companies that grow really fast, but then dismantle, mostly because their processes are not tight. And one thing that helps tighten that process internally in companies is software, because software is codification of processes. And if you don't get that right from the first day, you can really suffer later. And now that renewable energy development and asset management is pretty much a well-known process, most places in the world, and pretty standardized, having a great software solution from day one makes a lot of sense for these large developers. And it's smart for Goldman Sachs to ask for that, because they're going to invest in that and they want to be able to monitor all the key KPIs that make that business succeed or not from day one. So that makes sense. I guess I was going to ask you guys, so what is the problem that QBI solves? But I think this little bit explains it. But if there's more, Ethan, would you like to add anything else to that in terms of like the problems that QBI solves from a customer's perspective?
Well, I think you've really hit the nail on the head, and that also kind of ties in a little bit to why I first got interested in QBI and eventually met Santiago, and over the course of the year kind of decided to join on. I started my solar journey a little bit more recently than you, about 8 years ago. I joined a small company that was starting to grow very rapidly, and I helped them build out the operational processes that drove that sales machine, as
Are
well
we
as
talking about also energy right now?
yes, we are. Yes,
Yeah,
we are.
got it. Yeah, got it. Okay.
As well as tie all of the sales activity and all of the activity of the company together into one single holistic view using a very robust ERP system. And throughout that journey, working with also, I was always thinking, how can this apply to solar? How can this apply to renewable energy? Because I was seeing customers coming to also time and time again, wanting also to do more. And of course, also continuously evolved the platform and continuously was able to do more for the customer, but the customers always were looking for a more holistic approach. How can I have everything that I need in one place, not just what the data is, not just alarms, not just not just task management, but I need to be able to see everything, my entire organization in one place. And we had been able to achieve that, and also using our ERP system, and had very, very smooth operations from early sales all the way through to fulfilling that order, and helping the customer to operate their systems throughout the life cycle of their assets. And when I came across QBI, I finally had that aha moment of, hey, here is a platform that really ties everything together for these renewable energy enterprises, from early stage development all the way through long-term operation. And it really just clicked. And then when I was able to get introduced to Santiago through a mutual colleague, we hit it off right away. I immediately saw the value, but I also saw the organization and the people behind that product, and was really impressed with the caliber of people that were already in this organization, as well as, of course, the caliber of the leadership, and then the vision for where this would go beyond just today.
Got it. And I'll come to Santiago in a second, but when did you join QBI, Ethan?
So I joined QBI right at the beginning of this year of 2024.
Okay. So about
And
8 months now.
yes, about 8 months ago,
Yeah.
and had an interesting parallel to my first experience with Also, which was about a week into my employment. I packed everything up and went off to RE Plus Northeast, and kind of faked it until I could make it, so to speak. Networking, talking with people, and yeah, it's been
Great.
a wild ride so far, and really looking forward to going to RE Plus in Anaheim shortly here, and continuing on beyond that.